Hello and welcome to video number 2, which is actually a tip video. Also, we've had a few introductory videos, and this one's all about cross-selling. Now, cross-selling is very similar to the previous topic we discussed, which was upselling, but upselling tends to be your own products or in the proposal. Cross-selling is upselling at other times when you're not necessarily in a proposal. And again, it can be your own products and services, or they can be other people's products and services. So the big, the obvious question, which isn't, it's an obvious question, but the answers aren't necessarily obvious. Why are we going to look at cross-selling different things? Cross-selling is powerful when you're in situations where you've got limited repurchasing, and so people buying one-off products and services. Or products and services they buy very infrequently, then if you really need to be thinking about cross-selling opportunities to maximise all the effort you've done from getting them from the visibility all the way down to being a client or being a prospect. You've made a lot of effort, so you may as well capitalise on that and cross-selling. Also, it's great for list building efforts. If you've got a good list and you're cross-selling other people's products and services into that list, that's all well and good. But if you're cross-selling other people's, they can do your own as well. And as we discussed before, can build up your list of potential clients. It can drive a lot of traffic to your website as well. That can be useful. If you're selling cross-selling, you put a promotion out, come to your website to look at that, and they can be re-exposed to your promotions and services on your website. So that's always good. Opportunities just present themselves. This is the real beauty of cross-selling. You can be at a networking event, meet somebody who's related industry to you, get talking. Why do I promote your services to my client base? Bang! Straight away, an opportunity's presented itself. You've not gone out seeking it. You can get back to the office the next day, thrash out a verbal agreement on the phone, bang a promotion out, or stick some flyers in with a letter, or anything quick and easy, and bang, you're driving business for your new venture partner. And hopefully they're going to reciprocate for you, but you're going to be taking commission on this. You've done very little, and all of a sudden there's some extra income coming through. Your clients like it. Purchasing the products or service is time consuming, it's risky, you don't know who you're going to buy it from. What do you do, open the yellow pages and just pick somebody at random, give them a ring, or do you take a recommendation? Recommendations are very powerful, people like it. Come on to the dangers of this in a little while. But trust me, clients like it. It makes their life easier, and they're happy to buy. They know you, they know your services. It makes their buying decision a lot easier. And it's an easy way in for you as well, and that's an important one. If you've got prospects and they might not particularly be buying things from you because you're a big ticket item, related services that if they're buying them through you, the service provider could be white labelled, and we'll come on to that in a little while. It gets them in the habit of buying from you. So, you might be a landscape gardener selling complete remodels, but you're cross-selling somebody coming around trimming their lawns or bushes and things. That small service breaks down the barrier, and it makes it easier for them to buy the big ticket items you want them to buy, but gives you something else to offer them as an opener. So these are, all the good reasons why you want to be looking at cross-selling. What are you going to cross-sell? I always like to keep it related. If it's totally random, there's a disconnect. I'm not saying it won't work, because it does. You need to think of a good reason why you're going to offer it to your client base, and a good reason why your client base is going to take your advice on buying it. If you're selling consultancy services to business planning and things like that, or marketing, why are people suddenly going to believe you if you're promoting somebody's van hire business? Why? Unless there's a story behind it that'll work. And stories can be really powerful. I've rented a van from these guys. Blah blah blah. Saved me, pulled me out of a hole. That kind of service. Just wanted to spread the word. That might work, but have a good think about it. If you're in retail, physical products are really good. So if you're sending things out, for instance, put flyers in for selling physical products, or if you're selling services, physical products that are related to that service. So if you're selling, for instance, as we discussed, the gardener, the lawn care, or something like that, then sell people gardening products, lawn care products. products that are related. So you're not necessarily having to carry out more service. You might be busy, you might not want to carry out more service, but product, you can pack it up, send it. You can have fulfillment agents that can deal with that if you're shifting enough of it. Or you don't have to carry on at all. You can just have an arrangement with somebody who does sell these kind of things and say, look, I'll sell this stuff, I want 10% off the top. But you're going to deal with the postage, the packaging, all that kind of thing. So physical products are really good, especially for service providers and for people selling existing physical products. Physical products that accompany it are great. Project management's a good one. If you're selling a consultancy service into a particular kind of project, do they want to buy project management services from you? That's good. Or if you're cross-selling to somebody else's service, are you going to project manage it in? This is a really important point, because if you're project managing somebody else's services into their business, you need to be taking a bigger commission than you might normally ask for, because of the work and the risk that's associated with that. So just think about that. But that can be a really good way, and it's also good if you're wanting to use that service as an introduction to sell your bigger ticket items. It's more helpful if they're buying it through you as your service and you're project managing it in. Sometimes though, it's commission and step away. This is a sale, they're dealing with it. And that's the more popular model for people cross-selling, but it's not necessarily the only model. And there's things I don't like about that. You're losing control of the client and things like that. But there's nothing wrong with that. If you're getting a good commission off the top and your effort is minimal, that can be really good, especially if people are busy. You don't want to be project managing loads of other services in for a small commission when you could just go, there you go, take your 10%, 12.5%, but we'll come on to that in a minute. It's never 10%. Think about that. Just take your commission and step away. So there's options, but quality is very important. You don't want to be passing your clients to some shyster who's going to really mess things up for you. So be sure about what people are offering. Because if you make a recommendation or cross-sell something and it all goes wrong, it's going to damage your reputation. You may even lose clients over it. So just be a little bit wary about what you're offering. And if you're unsure about the quality, make sure there's rock-solid guarantees, 100% cashback guarantees, things like that. That means if your clients get stung, they're not, they're going to get satisfaction quickly and easily, and it's not going to reflect badly on you. So if you're not sure of the quality, make sure there's guarantees in place. Even if they put guarantees in place just for the purposes of your cross-selling. Now, commission, that always comes up. Sometimes there's no commission, sometimes it's pure reciprocation. I'll promote you, you promote me. I don't really like those kinds of deals because somebody always ends up working harder than the other and not getting in-person. Commission always works best because even if the other person doesn't keep up their end of the bargain and promote you strongly or efficiently or effectively, you're still earning because you're getting a commission on theirs. So these are the options, but it's never 0%. There's never a no commission. There's always got to be some angle. It's either reciprocation or it's a commission. Now, sometimes you may do it. You may go into it telling them, "I'll just do this for you," but in the back of your mind, you're thinking, "I'm going to ask them to reciprocate in a few months' time." That's fair enough. You can make those decisions, but always make sure you do follow through and ask them. You're not just wasting your time and effort. Now, commission. This is a good one. People always think 10%. Never say 10%, it's 12.5%. You tell somebody it's 12.5%, they think 10%, but you've just improved your margin on that deal by 25%. It's no brainer, isn't it? And again, if you're offering somebody commission, offer them 9.5%, offer them 10%. Just cutting them, but they think 10%. And just think about that one. Some industries have different commission rates, and some industries the commission can be as high as 50%, especially in training and things like that, and information products. And it would be hard to move away from those industry standards. But where these other things, think about increasing yours by a little bit, but it keeps it in the mind. Also, work out in advance. You're getting your commission on profit or on revenue. Now that's very important. That you both understand fully what the commission is on, because if they might be doing 50% of profit on the project and you're thinking it's X% on revenues, these are important points that you need to consider. And is it revenues? What point do you take those revenues? Is it gross revenue, just how much they pay you? If it's product service, there might be variations and things like that. So make sure you both fully understand what the commission is on. And how long is that commission going to be in? Is it just a one-off purchase? So they can resell to them anytime, you're not getting commission? Is it on all the sales they're going to do in a year? Or is it the lifetime of their customer? These are all things that you're going to haggle over and come round to. And some make more sense in certain situations than others. But these are things you don't just say 10%, 12.5% and leave it at that. How long? What for? Is it scaling back? Is it 12.5% for the first year, 7% for the next year? All these kinds of things. Now, unless the commission somebody's generating for you is enormous, you're not going to want to go through the process of monitoring their accounts and all this kind of thing to make sure you're getting your commission. So there's a lot of trust and honesty involved in these. So it helps if you're doing these with companies you trust. But if the figures are big, you can make sure have a concrete agreement and have it in there about auditing. So you can send an accountant in just to have a look and make sure you're getting what you should be doing. A number of times, big companies do this frequently and they always end up finding extra money that's not being accounted for. People aren't following the same practices. It can be perfectly innocent, and sometimes somebody's out trying it on. So make sure keep them honest with an agreement, and if figures are big enough, make sure it's backed up with right to audit and that kind of thing. Most clients, it won't be. You're just going to have to rely on honesty. So that's kind of the risk you have to take. Now then, if you've got cross-selling, when do you do it? When do you cross-sell? That's the key. Point of sale, that's the obvious one. They're buying something from you, buy something else from you at the same time. It's a no-brainer. Prospects. Now then, if somebody's become a prospect but they've not yet become a client, so that they've asked for proposals and they've not bought from you, there's two things you can do. You can keep going back to them, but if you think they're never going to be a buyer, there's just something that's not quite working, pass them on to a competitor. Don't let all that effort go to waste. Say to a competitor, look, I've got 5-6 people here, they've asked for proposals, we've not been able to come to an agreement, I don't think we're going to do any business, but the relationship's good, can I pass them on to you? I think they'll be a better fit for you. It may be geographical, it may be they're just not prepared to buy your kinds of product service because you might cost more than out of their budget, but competitors well within their budget. Those kinds of things, don't just let them die, get some money out of it, pass them on. Sales letters, emails, videos. Videos are very powerful for cross-selling. You can send an email out, quick, have a look at this, and there's a video there, talks it through, they're not reading a lot, bang, making a sale, very quick and easy. Meetings and seminars are very good. If you're having a training session or a meeting, and you're trying to sell your products and services, make sure you've got other products and services lined up as well, because people might not want to buy what you're offering, but there might be other things they need. So think about these opportunities. And the classic is the email promotion. Just bang out an email to your list. Don't do it too often because people get annoyed and start unsubscribing. But infrequently, emailing your list with a cross-sell promotion can be a good way to effortlessly put some money on the bottom end. So have a think about cross-selling opportunities for your client. Brainstorm what the things that associated products and services with what you're offering, the natural fit. Find a partner, find a delivery. Think about if you're project managing it or stepping away. Work out that commission, work out the agreement. Have it at least in email as an agreement, just in case. Run up a promotion idea, execute it, follow it through, and monitor it. So, cross-selling, putting money straight on the bottom line. It's a golden opportunity. Make sure you don't miss out. Okay, and I look forward to you in the next video.